You know, I looked at the details of the budget yesterday and it came across as the final act in one of those naff plays that you wish you'd never sat down and watched in the first place, and you demand a refund for your time. You know the kind? Well, it was the usual myriad of a penny off here, a penny on there. Oh, let's freeze this, let's freeze that. Make ourselves look good before the election. I hope people don't fall for it, because it'll all be reversed later on down the line, and it's that same old merry-go-round again, isn't it? Well, what really stuck out to me was money spent on things that probably shouldn't really be spent on. I mean, I'm talking nearly 30 million quid across two things. Let's start with the first. They said that they want to spend £1 million on a memorial, a war memorial, to members of a certain demographic that I shan't mention because of YouTube algorithms, who fell in the war. Now, just down the road from me, there's a war memorial in a town called Broadstairs. On one side of it, it commemorates those that fell in the First World War. On the other side, the Second World War. There's actually a member of my family on one of the panels. I think it was my granddad's brother. And that commemorates everybody. The joint sacrifice that everybody made in defence of this country. And by God, the defence of everybody. Does it really matter who you are, what colour you are, or by what name you call God, when it comes to that sort of thing? Everybody sacrificed and everybody should be remembered equally. It's the same with the cenotaph in London. That is to everybody. Now, to spend £1 million on a memorial specifically to the aforementioned demographic, I find verging on insulting. I don't know about you. And also, is it a form of appeasement? Because we've seen everything that's going on in the capital. We've seen how our MPs are behaving. In fact, I think they're running scared, if you're honest about it. And is this just let's throw money at it and hopefully it'll make them happy? That's the way it comes across. But you think how many veterans that £1 million could help? How many homeless veterans that £1 million could help? And if you're into war memorials, I think there's probably loads across the country that have either been desecrated or even put into a state of disrepair because of neglect, and they could be brought back up to scratch. I'm sure there are many names on those memorials that are equally honoured for the sacrifice they made. I'm probably being called all sorts of names under the sun now, but you know, that's the way I see it. That's my opinion. The other thing is the Invictus Games. Now, over £20 million worth of bid is going to be put in to host the Invictus Games. I called them Olympus, didn't I? Invictus Games in Birmingham. Now, I initially liked the Invictus Games because you get servicemen who come home with bits missing, mental health issues, all the rest of it, and it gives them a purpose, doesn't it? It gives them something to aim for, and it gives them a chance to feel like they've accomplished something once again after having everything cruelly taken away. But I feel that it's been hijacked. It's been used as a political piece to wave at everybody and say, look at how wonderful we are. I mean, you see the pictures, and you know, that's the impression it gives. And also, they're talking about hosting the bid in Birmingham. Now, I've done a video on this recently. Birmingham is in a great deal of trouble. it's bankrupt, more or less. All the money's gone. And they want to push council tax up to something like 21%. Major problems in Birmingham. So why, if you did this, why would you want to host it in Birmingham? And again, that, was it 24, 26 million quid? Would go a long way to helping the aforementioned veterans with the Armed Forces Compensation Scheme payments. Mental health, physical help, help with homes, the list goes on. Why these projects? Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm off. As always, good to see you, good to talk to you, and I thank you for your support. There's another video for you here to watch. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Toodaloo.